everyone, it's Jen. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm coming on with some projects for Scrap Diva Designs. These are going to be Halloween projects and they're all 3D kind of gift container kind of projects. So I will show you all of the dies that I used and take some measurements, show you my, well, of course on my projects, and I'll link them all down below. I will also include my referral link. If you place an order at scrapdivadesigns.com through that link, I do get a commission from the sale, which does help me and my channel out. So I really appreciate it when you use it. And of course, you can always use my coupon code Strawberry Cream at checkout to save 10%. Okay, so yeah, like I said, these are all like container kind of projects. So I thought that would be fun to make a whole video on 3D projects. So the first one, I used this die set, and this one is called the, whoops, upside down, the Cat Jelly Tote Bag. And Scrap Diva Designs always comes out with the cutest tote bags for every season. And this one was super easy to put together. So it comes with all of these pieces. Sorry for all that rustling around. This is the front and the back, and it cut out all the pieces really easily. I didn't use wax paper, I don't think, in between them, in between the paper and the die. But I just ran it through my die cutting machine a few times, and yeah, pieces came out easily. This is one of the sides. This one is connected. This is the side and the bottom. So you don't have to cut the bottom separately, but there is a layering piece for the bottom. And then these are two like closed eyes and a nose for your cat box or bag. So that was super easy to put together. Let me show you how mine came out. So this is it. Isn't that cute? I used some black paper because I wanted to make a black cat for Halloween themed. And this paper comes from Hobby Lobby. That's a pack of like all different kinds of black on black kind of patterns. And this one was like a cheetah pattern, but of course you can't really see it that much since most of it is cut out. But yeah, it worked really well for this project. I used the same paper for the sides and the bottom and everything. So it, I didn't want to use anything really too thick because it did have these curves to go around. But yeah, this worked fine. And then for the eyes and the nose, I used some black glitter paper as well as some black foam just to pop it off the bag a little bit. And yeah, I did use a layering piece on the inside. I'll show you in a second. But I just wanted to show this to you all together. And these are earrings that I just got from Temu. If you watched my haul video last week, you will have seen these. So I just put them through and put the, you know, the posts through and the backing on there. So I thought that'd be a nice way to gift a pair of earrings, and it looks really cute. Looks like she's wearing earrings. So really, really nice size, great for gift giving for Halloween. So let's measure this, then I'll open it to show you what it looks like on the inside. So the widest part is about 6 1/4 inches. Tallest, if you include the handles, let's see, this will just be approximate. It's about 5 1/2 inches. And then let's see how thick it is. It's really nice and chunky, about 2 1/2 inches. So I just tied a little piece of trim up here to hold it together. You don't have to do that. You know, you don't need a closure if you don't want one, but that's what I did. It's a nice way to use your trims. This trim was actually given to me by Happy Mail Queen, and I love it. So if you're watching, Armin, thank you. So that's what it looks like without it. And I used some like mesh. I think this is from the Dollar Tree. It's kind of meshy. It's got the gold or like kind of like bronzy leaves printed on it. So I just stuffed it in there. And that's what the inside looks like. And you can see I used a layering piece of another black tone-on-tone paper for the inside there. But since this paper is just single-sided, it just looks white on the inside. If you use double-sided paper, you know, or even just a double-colored paper, that would look nice too. But this way it gives a contrast, so I do like that. So yeah, really, really one of the easier ones to put together for these tote bags because, you know, this is like it's a curve, but it's not like a really severe curve, so it's easy to put the glue tabs on. And I actually used double-sided tape for the glue tabs. Okay, so let's move that over, and oops, it's falling over because it's top heavy, so that's why I put this stuff in it. Once you fill it up, it wouldn't be. It's only top heavy because I have these earrings on here. Okay, so I'm just going to put that over there. And now we have the next die set, and this is called the 3D Sand Bucket Add-on. This obviously is an add-on for the 3D sand bucket, which I don't think is available right now. I looked on the website. This is a 3D sand bucket. You can see it's one of the older dyes because it's metal dye, you know, like a just gray metal. It was not available. I will link it down below though, because you can click on notify me when available. So if you have it, great. If not, you can use this for other things as well. So it comes with a like spider web layering plate. And then this is a good piece to have because the original sand bucket did not have this piece. And this is just like a layering piece for the side. And you can use this for the back of your shaker if you want to make it into a shaker using these pieces. And it also comes with the other pumpkin face, a spider, and I thought there was an, oh yeah, then that pumpkin face too. All right, so I used that, and I'll show you the type or the sentiment I used as well, but let me show you the project. So I did use this sand bucket, and this is how it came out. And I made a shaker based on the frame die that comes in the original set, but I did use, like I mentioned, this piece here to be the acetate and the backing paper. And for this paper, for the background paper, I used Scrap Diva Designs' new Hocus Pocus paper collection, and I used that on the sides too. Isn't that cute with the girls? And I used that going up the handle. The handle I put two together. It's usually not that tall, but I just want it to be taller. So yeah, I used one of the pumpkin faces, this one, I guess. Yeah, and I cut it out of black glitter paper, the same thing I did for the frame. And for the shaker bits, I used some of the new shaker bits from this pack from Michaels. I just got this. I know a lot of you guys are picking this up too. So I used that, and I used some diamond dots as well. And the colors just go really well with this collection. This piece of trim here, this also comes from Michaels, new this year. It's like that holographic orange and pink pumpkins. Sorry, it's a little on the early side, so that's why I'm gonna say I'm having trouble. So yeah, so I just wanted it to be cute, so that's why I used that jack-o'-lantern face. And then on the back, I used a new sentiment, and that comes from this one. Oh, this fell out. I had this in here. This is just like a toothpick or like a cupcake topper. I Put a Spell on You comes from this new set from Scrap Diva Designs. It's called the Voodoo Doll Add-on Sentiment. So if you have the Voodoo Doll, you can add these on, but you don't need the Voodoo Doll for that. That's everything that it says, but I think you could use these on just any project like this. And I love that font. I think that's absolutely beautiful. There were, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces to put the sentiment together, and then the background piece is stitched. And it's just gorgeous, I think. So let me measure that for you. That one is, let's see, top to bottom, it's about 2 7/8, a little bit less. And then side to side, overall, it is about 2 3/4. So it fits perfectly on this little sand bucket. And yeah, I'll measure this for you in case you want to know how big this sand bucket is. It's about 3 3/4 on the top. And let's see, 2 3/4 on the bottom, and it is about 1 7/8 deep, and then top to bottom it is 4 3/8 approximately. So a nice size. I remember I made some like gingerbread ones out of this box too. You could do so many things with this. And it's a great little gift bag to have, but this face you could put on other things too, obviously. So you don't need the 3D sand bucket to use the add-on, but it is nice to have. And then from the top I added, this is an earring I just got from Temu, and I just kind of put it on the top, put a piece of washi tape on it, and then tied a bow. This is new ribbon. Well, it was on clearance from Hobby Lobby. And it looked very Halloween-y to me. That's why I added it there. And this is some wax paper I had and some Halloween prints. And yeah, I did add that little cupcake topper in there. I forgot that was in there. But yeah, such a cute little pail to add some treats or, you know, whatever you want. You could put on a neighbor's doorknob to, like, if you're booing somebody, that would be a fun way to package your boo goodies. So that is the second project we have today. And then I have one more, and that's using this die set. And this is the Coffin gift box, I think it's called. Let's see. I didn't write them down, so I have to look. 3D Coffin gift box. So this comes together super easy. Look at these dies. This one is the top. You could tell because there's the notches cut out. And everything is attached. So when you run this through your die cutting machine, it cuts all of the little sides out. This is part of the die, so it has the base already in there. And then you just kind of, you fold the glue flaps, fold all the pieces up, glue the pieces together where the glue flaps are, and then you're done. So this you could totally make if you're giving out a bunch of them. This is the bottom. And it comes with the embellishments, the cross, the pumpkin face, RIP. I didn't use any of those. I used something else. I'll show you when we get to that. Okay, so here's my gift box. And this one, oh, isn't that cute? So I used October 31, which comes from another new die set from Scrap Diva, and it comes from this one. And this one's called Halloween Words 1 2025. And I like this one because it does come with a separate spider web that you can add onto your sentiment. So that's what I did there. I used some white, like glittery paper or sparkly paper. And I just love all the different layers of that. I think that came out so cute. So let me measure the sentiment first before we move on. So that's about 2.5 inches by 1 5/8 of an inch. And then for the construction of the box, I used a paper collection from, I just have it on the side here, from Echo Park called Spooky. And I've had this in my stash for a while, and it's just a cute collection. And I thought, why not add some cuteness to this coffin gift box? So, and then I added these are puffy ghost stickers from American Greetings that I either got at Target or Walmart in years past. And I thought they were the perfect scale for this little gift box. And I made it into a shaker, which you could totally do with the die set. This is the piece that it comes with to make the backing or the layering piece for your coffin. So you could use this for your acetate, for the background piece of your shaker, and this is the frame. So that's what I did. I made a shaker and just glued it on top of the gift box, and it fits perfectly. I have some cute like candy paper in the back, and I used just like a sequin mix that I just made. There are some like tombstone sequins, like really big sequins there that I got at Target a long time ago. So I just put a few of those in, and I put those little ghosties all around, and a little coffin sticker with a little hand peeking out. These are from DCWV. Remember they had a couple years ago some Halloween collections, and they had sticker packs to go with it. That's what that one comes from. So I put one on each side there. And let's measure this gift box, and then I'll open it up and show you it inside. So this is about 5 and a little bit over 5 1/4, top to bottom, side to side. It is 2 7/8, and it is about 1.5 inches deep. So to open it, just grab it there at the thumb holes, and that's how big it is on the inside. If you use double-sided paper, it looks so cute on the inside as well. And I just put a bunch of foam stickers. Remember Target used to sell the big buckets of their foam stickers every Halloween? I don't think they do that anymore. They were like $5 in the spritz section. I have a ton of them left, so I just, this doesn't even put a dent in them, but I just decided to fill them up. And I think that'll be a really nice gift to a crafty friend who could, share some of these. You could put candies in here, whatever you want. You can make some shaker mixes, put some dangles. I don't think it would be big enough for a beatable pen, but, whatever. You can think of something, I'm sure. So that's a cute little gift box. And like I said, this was a pleasure to make. It came together so quickly. So that is that, and these are all of my projects for today. I hope you enjoyed them. I really did have a ball making them. I love adding purple into the Halloween projects, and I'm really glad that Scrap Diva Designs did that with her Hocus Pocus collection this year. It's just so fun, and these girls are adorable, so I had to feature them in my project. All right, so everything will be linked down below. Keep an eye out for that 3D sand bucket if it comes back into stock. And if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll be back soon with more crafty videos. Until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.